All right. We're back with another bout of temper tantrums about politics and driving my truck, my pink truck. Um, when I last left off, I think I played a little bit off camera. I'm in Laramie, Wyoming now. So I'm going to take a job somewhere around Laramie, Wyoming. I want to go to a freight market, I think, not quick jobs. A little slow tonight. It's late in the night. Um, Still getting a buzz on, still drinking my coffee. Not fully awake, still toothless as you can hear. That's a regular theme on this channel. There are no teeth. Um, what do we want to do? I need money. Still got 300,000 to pay off my loan, and I'm at 170,000. I've got one driver out there driving around in my old Peterbilt truck. I think I'm going to take this good one here because, yeah, these pay higher mileage, but $6,000 versus 26,000. It's less transfers. It's just easier to do it this way, I think. And looks like we'll be cruising down 25 right through Denver and right across Colorado all the way down into New Mexico. Let's do that. At some point, I'll probably rant a bit about politics as I do. Okay, where are we? Sitting at. Oh yeah, I got repairs last time, and then I logged out. That's right. Yeah, let's head on out. Go get our stuff. I got a full tank of gas, so that's not an issue. I don't know if it's recording the sound in game or not. Let me look and see if I can find that out. It doesn't look like it is. Hold on, let me fix that. Go in here to application audio capture properties, American Truck Simulator. I don't know why it doesn't do it. Let's just add another one. Go like this, application audio output capture. Okay. Capture specific window. Truck simulator. Okay. How about now? Anything? Nope, that doesn't seem to work either. I don't know, man. OBS is weird. I can't get the game sound going. Oh well, we're just gonna drive. You don't need to hear it. You'll probably put it on mute anyway, not listen to my babble. If you're watching this at all, it's probably just to watch the miles go by. Doobie doobie doo. So what's going on in the world today? It takes everything you got. You're trying to take a break from all your worries, and it sure would help a lot. It'd be nice to get away. Yeah, it's going to be one of those nights. It's actually like midnight, I think. Yeah, it's just coming up on midnight on the 26th of February, so it'll become the 27th. And that is Mountain Standard Time because I live just outside of Denver, Colorado. Laramie River. Probably going right to the same place I dropped off last night before I logged out. I dropped off and then went over to this gas station to fill up and repair and logged out. I didn't record last night. I don't always feel like shooting the shit. I gotta at least have some amount of jibber jabber in me to be able to do this. Not that I think anybody's listening to this. Nobody's even watching it. I mean, my last two videos have 0 views. I'm not advertising it. I'm not trying to be that kind of. I'm not trying to be a channel. But I do look. I'm curious. Are people looking and stuff? And it is exciting when I see, oh, somebody watched it. But it's not my goal with any of this. My goal is more of a visual diary for myself. I plan on sitting around when I'm 80 and watching these things and being like, oh yeah, young whippersnapper me, I was out driving a truck. I was. It is right to the same place. You can see the yellow line on the road. I'm going right to the same spot I went yesterday to unload. Nameco. Yep, right in here. I got to hook up with the green guy here, and he'll tell me what trailer to pick up. It's probably gonna be that one right back there in the corner. All right, freight market should have a GPS set to one. Yep, this one. Take the job. Watch, it's gonna be that one back there in the corner. Nope, it's not. It's right over here. Never gonna get it. I don't think I've got the angle on this. Well, well, maybe. Nope. Well, maybe. Maybe I can do a diagonal. It's gonna let me. It will. Cause I'm a smooth operator. Smooth operator. All right, we're off. Taking this little skid steer down to New Mexico, where they need the skid steer. Going to be a lot of pot smoking, a lot of breaks. You might hear my lighter lighting all the time here. I'm trying to get my buzz on for the day so I can face the world. It is my medicine. I'd probably be on a bunch of head drugs if I had any kind of medical care. I mean that's a whole story in and of itself. It's in 1972, and oh, actually from 1965 to 1973, the United States and most of the world actually would give premature pregnant women alcohol to delay their pregnancy. I was 3 months premature in 1973, and they boozed up my mom hardcore, and I was born drunk, put into an incubator, 3 months premature, only weighed 4 pounds, and a healthy baby's like 7 pounds. Um, so yeah, I've got I've got some cerebral palsy there, some birth defects that have kind of fucked up my whole life. I mean, I'm 50 years old and I didn't really realize the effect of all this and the cumulative effect, like I didn't nobody put two and two together. The fact that, I had to wear an eye patch because I had a lazy eye. I had to wear a boot because one leg was shorter than the other. It, it's not obvious when you look at me. I don't have a gimpy arm, you know. I've just got some scoliosis that you can't really notice. It's not obvious that I have those problems. Oh, great. Please look at this. Is that really fucking what's going on now? Look, the entire fucking thing is blocked because these people don't know what the hell they're doing. AI, baby. I'm not stopping. If you hit me, you hit me. But yeah, because of all that, you know, I've got some head issues and stuff that have kind of kept me from fully integrating in society my entire life. And I'm sure there are drugs out there like, you know, Zoloft or Adderall. I don't know which drug I need, but I have a feeling if I had access to good health care and took, you know, some pill, I would probably be normal. But I don't have that, and what I found is that smoking pot is my answer to all that. It curbs my anxiety, it helps my focus. So I've been pretty much self-medicated my entire adult life, and that's what keeps me stable. Sounds like a bunch of fucking excuses and stuff, and you know, if the right wing had their way, they would see me just die because I'm a useless eater, as they would like to call us in the Nazi realm. It's But I didn't choose this, man. I didn't fucking choose to be born premature. I didn't choose to be born in America. I didn't choose to be born without health care. I didn't choose to, you know, have parents that didn't have the money that could fucking pay for that kind of shit. Um, why am I punished for my fucking for shit that was all well beyond my control? I don't understand that about society. It's people look at people that don't have a job and they're like, "Get a job, bum," but they don't understand there's fucking mental health people out there that, yeah, the days of get a job bum are over. That robots are taking all the jobs, not brown people. And who's profiting from that lie? The billionaires that own the robots. Instead of you being mad at billionaires for giving away all their jobs to robots, you're mad at brown people because you think brown people took those jobs. Robots did. You watch the Today Show and you see them like, oh, look at this warehouse in New Jersey where not a human being. Isn't that so amazing? Look at the robot pushing that box around. Ooh. Never once does that fucking, you know, thing on the news there, never once do they say, there go 100,000 jobs. Yeah, that's a cute warehouse that's handling all that shit, but now every person that worked in warehouses is out of a job. You know, everywhere you go, you're checking out your own groceries now. You don't have a register person. You're fucking dealing with a robot when you call a call center. And that's just gonna keep going. I'm telling you, eventually everything will be done by robots. Everything. That is the direction we are going, and it's going to happen in our fucking lifetime. I mean, if you're going to be alive for another 30, 40 years, you'll see it. And everybody's just ignoring that. They're just, you know, capitalism is not going to keep handing out free jobs, you know, just for societal benefit, or costly jobs for societal benefit. They're not going to be like, "Oh, you know, this robot's cheaper, but it's going to hurt society if we give robots these jobs." Capitalism doesn't think that way. I don't know why we expect them to. It's As I said in previous videos, I'm for capitalism. I'm just for well regulated, well restricted capitalism. And there are certain things in capitalism that are a lie, like the idea that capitalism, one of its central tenets is you can walk away from any price you don't like. Capitalism likes to argue that I'm coming over, car. God, you piece of shit. But you can't walk away from anything with healthcare. You know what I mean? If capitalism is saying you can walk away from any price you don't like, but there's no price too high when it comes to taking care of your health. You, you'll pay anything for that, and at that point, it's not capitalism; it's extortion. It's I can mark this up as high as I want because you'll pay it. Because what choice do you have? That's that's not fucking capitalism. That's extortion. And on a smaller scale, it's the same way with food and shelter. These are things that people need to the point of being willing to overpay for them because they need them. And like these tariffs and stuff, the Supreme Court argued that the tariffs were illegal and that consumers on average spent like $1,700 each over and above what they should have spent, and that the government should reimburse that. What they're going to do is they're going to reimburse the businesses who really didn't lose anything because that cost was passed on to us. They're going to reimburse the businesses. The businesses are going to maintain the price, the new inflated price, because once society gets used to paying a price, they're not going to go back to that. So we're paying, post pandemic, post tariff pricing that will never reverse back to what it was pre that. We're just getting screwed. Capitalism is literally fucking screwing us. Screwing us with their Citizens United and their ability to buy politicians and, you know, being able to drop $200 million on an election publicly and fucking stand there and buy registrations for votes and stuff. It's fucking out of control. And it extends on a geopolitical sense too, because fucking Russia can buy a senator. They don't need to buy a nuclear submarine for hundreds of billions of dollars. They just need to send $20,000 to a senator, and they're beating us with that. Our greed and love of money is what's fucking killing us. Everybody's getting theirs. They refuse to look at their own behavior and chalk it up. Haters gonna hate. It's this lack of introspection, ultimate love of money. God, I hate it. I just want to be cooperative, man. I want to work with people, not fight them for the last bit of resource. I'm trying to smoke some pot here. Chill the fuck out. I think this stays 3 lanes all the way into Denver now. But I'm going to stay in this lane because this is the lane I'll want to go through the mousetrap in Denver. Denver is my hometown after all. That's what they call the intersection of 25 and 70. They call it the mousetrap. I'm sure other cities probably call their shit the mousetrap too. It's I could have sped up to 75, but By the time I noticed, it's back down to 65 again. Slacking. But we're going down to 55 here. This isn't Denver already, is it? Can't be. It is a short trip from the Wyoming border down to Denver, though, in this game especially, because in reality it's only like 100 miles, 110 miles, and that's relatively quick for a road trip. And in this game, scaled down, yep, there's the Denver area. There's the old Holiday Inn Hotel. I don't know what it is now, but it used to be a Holiday Inn, that red building right there. And it's right by the mousetrap, which is right beyond that. Yep, you can see the highways right there. That would be I-70 going over. That Holiday Inn used to be swinging and happening. That was where like the Beatles played their first concert in the United States at Mile High Stadium or at uh, the airport here or something like that. I forget where they played it. It wasn't Mile High Stadium, but their first concert in the United States back in the 1966 or whatever was in Denver, and they went to that hotel there, that that pink building that we passed just a minute ago. Back in the day, it was the swanky place for all the bands and famous people to stay. Now it's a rundown eyesore at the edge of the mousetrap. Coming up here, we got Invesco Field at Mile High. It's where the Broncos play temporarily. I mean, we just built this stadium in 2003 or whatever, and they're already rebuilding another one. It's fucking Walmart money, man. And of course, people are getting screwed out of the deal, and of course, they're getting a sweetheart tax deal that's gonna just make them more fucking money. It's capitalism. And here's where that lane finally ends at Hamden Avenue. Hamden is basically Highway 285 that goes up into the mountains up toward Deckers, and Deckers is a famous recreational place with a river that people raft on and fish on. Caught my first rainbow trout in Deckers when I was like 8 years old. Oh, that was a good hit. I might cough. It's like we're gonna get some weather over Castle Rock. That's pretty much the next geographical town we would pass right here. do, oh, excuse me. Due to scale, Castle Rock is right about here, but I don't think that Castle Rock is even in this game because of scale. But it's a pretty big part of the Denver metro area. A lot of famous people from up there, Douglas County. It's notable because there are only like two Castle Rocks in the United States. There's the one that is in all the Stephen King books, and then the one right here. It looks like we're in Colorado Springs now. I guess it's 65 through here. I don't know why I'm doing 55. I'm sightseeing. Fillmore Avenue. Should be Colorado Boulevard coming up here. Cimarron Street. That's not the one. Me and a buddy went down to Colorado Springs to live when I was like 17 or 18 years old. We thought we were going to go down there and live, and we stayed at a hotel for 1 week. That did not last. We did not have the money. We had to be rescued. Stupid kids. And we're up to 75. I should probably turn some headlights on, huh? Yeah, get a ticket for headlights. They like to do that. Colorado's a nice, easy drive north south like this. 25, boom, you're right through it. It's a little different going east and west because 70, going across the mountains, there's a lot of mountain up and down, back and forth. You got to deal with slower trucks. We're going to get some of that here in a minute when we go over Raton Pass. Raton Pass is a mountain pass at the southern edge of the Colorado-New Mexico border. Famously closed down a lot during winter and bad traffic stuff. The snow is what does it. If it's lightly snowing on in the foothills and stuff, it's horribly snowing up those passes, and they just close them down for 24 hours at a time and scrape them up, and it clears up. And in fact, the Denver metro area is like surrounded by that because there are in every direction except the one going up to Cheyenne, Wyoming, the highway can be shut down. It can be shut down south down here, with Raton Pass. It can be shut down east, out here by where I live off of I-70. They close down I-70 a lot to the Kansas border for drifting snow and such. They can close down I-70 and Eisenhower Tunnel, when the snow gets really bad. But north to Cheyenne tends to stay open. That doesn't really close. A whole bunch of useless information. Should be talking about things that matter. But really, I'm just stone babbling. I decided I was going to play the game, and I figured, fuck it, I might as well record. Stem Beach. Two words I can't say because of my lack of teeth. Stem Beach. It's hard to say. It hurts my jaw to make that ch sound, for at the end of beach. It's hard. My jaws have to come together tighter than they normally would when I had teeth, and it's a strain. And here's the start of Raton Pass. At the top of this will be a weight scale for the entry into New Mexico. I'll probably have to stop, more than likely. Can't wait till we get some back east stuff going in this game because, I want to cruise into North Carolina and go up to Maine and all that shit. I'm going to have to get over here. And now we'll get the signal for the the scale. It's like right as I pass that guy, beep, you got to pull over. I know it's coming up. I could sleep because I still got 21 hours to deliver, drive during the day. But this is cruising so well, and I don't mind watching the night road go by. I mean, you're not missing much. There's a bush over there. Maybe you haven't seen that bush. Down to 65. That must be the New Mexico border right there. And here comes the scales. Please don't make me stop. I'm out here in the hammer lane. I want to stay out here. Don't make me stop. Don't make me stop. No whammies. No whammies. We'll find out here in a second. Because I believe that's the Colorado scale for the people leaving New Mexico. And the one up here at the top of the hill is the New Mexico scale for the people entering New Mexico. I'm going to get over, take this right now. Yep, they want me to stop. They fuck you at the drive through, okay? They know you're going to be out in the hammer lane doing your thing, and they fuck you. And they're not even a sleep spot over there. They're just sorry excuse for a scale 73,000. I like the number 73. That was the year I was born. I'm kind of into numbers, so much so that I've got a little bit of an OCD about them that I can't abide even numbers. Like the volume on my TV, it's always an odd number. When I stop and pause a movie, I pause at an odd number. I it's it's stupid superstition that I've never really been able to break. When I'm on the microwave, I'll be like, if there's I'll stop it at 7 seconds or 3 seconds or 5 seconds, but it's always an odd number. I don't let it play down to zero. I don't know why. That truck thinks he's going to get out there in the hammer lane and do something, but he's sadly mistaken. It's part of my, if I took some head drugs, I probably wouldn't have that weird thing with numbers. It's never affected me, but it is one of those like OCD quirks. The people that have to touch the doorknob 4 times or whatever. My thing is odd numbers. It's anytime I have control of where a number lands, it has to land on an odd number. The radio station has to be, well, thankfully they're all odd anyway. That I am odd. I am an odd number. Now I've given everything away because when the AI decides they want to brute force any of my passwords, they're going to realize, wait a minute, this guy doesn't like even numbers. So if there are any numbers in his passwords, they're not going to be even. That's what the AI is saying. And I could, fight my OCD and throw them off and change that. Maybe there's not even any numbers in there. I don't know. I'm sure that ultimately we're giving AI everything it needs to crack our passwords. We're telling it, our birth town and our maiden names, and sit around and you got your Alexa and your Siri listening to you, which I don't have that shit. The worst I've got is I've got a cell phone that is sitting about 6 feet away from me right now, and it's probably picking up everything I'm saying without me fucking wanting it. And I'm sure Israel has all that information. So does the NSA and the Heritage Foundation. I, I I'm not even gonna pretend to act like I'm not on a dozen lists. They've got my name. They know who I am. I'm just not important yet. They're gonna get the podcasters that people fucking know before they come after this random nobody that's driving a truck and bitching. But it's coming, man. I fully envision a day when they're knocking on my door and rounding me up because I'm a subversive person, a terrorist out there spreading that hateful democracy. Fucking crazy world we're living in. That shit's coming, man. We're not doing anything about it. People think that I'm. They've been saying for 10 years you're crazy about everything that we bitch about with these people, while they progressively get worse and worse and worse, doing more and bigger and horrible shit. And we're like, it's coming, and you guys are like, nah, it's not coming. You're really fucking blowing this out of proportion. Am I? They've been raising the stakes every minute of their existence, and man, it's only a matter of time. They're not going to leave. They're not going to lose and then just be like, oh, well, we lost. Here's government. No, they're going to fucking say it was all bullshit. We're liars. We're terrorists. We need to send troops into all these cities to chill these people out and get to the bottom of this big election steal. That's what they're going to do. And the media, who is really the one arbitrator in all this that could actually change things, is going to normalize it all and report it as an insurrection by us, not as a steal by the fascists in charge. It's That's where we're headed. We're totally headed there. Come on, speed up. Don't be fucking braking. God damn you. I don't know if the sound is working, but I'm laying on my horn because that was just bullshit. Bullshit obstruction right there. Now, everything's gonna pass me because I had to fucking lose all of my momentum. No, you're not. Not you, big truck. What an annoying set of events. There was no reason for that car to brake except to slow me down. Now this truck is going to pass me on the outside. It wants to get in front of me to slow me down. I'm going to take up both lanes and fuck them because I don't abide obstruction like that, It's when the game does things that are obviously meant to slow you down, that's just bullshit. It's one thing when it happens naturally and you're just like, oh, that was a cool chain of events that caused you an obstacle. But it's a whole nother thing when you're like, hey, some programmer made this happen. They said if he's going through at this speed, throw a car there and block them. Like right here. The game just doesn't like the speed I'm making and it's trying to slow me down. But nobody gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. No, no. I got to do 65 next to a cop. And there was one in the middle there. Just saw his bumper. Nobody gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no. This stupid utility truck. Speed up, brah. You're causing all that. This is people not caring how what they're doing affects other people. He just doesn't care. He doesn't care that he's got a line of cars behind him. Got to keep on moving. Should be getting near the end of the line on this one. Might have to do another trip. This one pretty fast. I think I'm gonna squeeze this guy out. We're back up to 75 now, which I won't get because I don't know. I got a 600 horsepower engine in this, and I've got a nice 18 speed transmission. And on paper, it looks like it would do some pretty good hauling. It's got the bars for that, but I don't know how much. It doesn't feel like the truck has a lot of get up and go. My get up and go got up and went. All right, Santa Fe, New Mexico. I hear a train. It's gonna be right around this corner when we get around this corner here. How did I know that? I think it passed already. Like a bad kidney stone. Like a kidney stone in the night. This train is done. Where is it? Oh, he's going fucking super slow. It's one of those. It's got people on board. Amtrak train has people in it. Well, of course it does. It's a train. You're thinking a Soylent train. We don't want Soylent train to have people in it. That's something that's fucking coming, man. The Soylent Green thing couldn't be far off what the the MAGA or MAHA Make America Healthy Again people are fucking talking about right now. They're looking for a protein substitute for poor people, and what do you think that's going to be? It's going to be fucking poor people. They're going to chop up poor people and feed them to poor people. I know that sounds crazy, but fuck, man, I don't put anything past these people. They're just that kind of wacko. Okay, this is going to be a difficult maneuver here to get this right in. I don't want to hit, but I want to be over as far as I can. Kind of going up on something here. I think I'm going to have to do a backup. All right, let's do this. Okay, I'm going to need my wheels that way. No, I'm going to need them this way. That's going to push my ass in that way, which is going to... No, that's the wrong way. I want it this way. That's the way. Doobie doobie doo. I'm pretty good at this in real life. Oh, hey, I guess that's good enough. I'm just gonna do it. Sure, why not? Oh, they were pretty lenient on that old parking job. It's not as easy to park like that in this game because of the, in real life, it's just easy. You know which way you're turning and all that jazz. I'm going to take this one. Go back to Missouri. Sure, it pays a lot of money. Let's do it. It's a rail car mover, paying the big bucks. So how am I going to get? Can I repark that trailer? Well, let me get it out of the way because I'm not going to be able to get out of here. Well, maybe I can. Maybe I can. I'm going to try it. This trailer is going to be in the way, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm going to have to get this trailer out that little gap right there because I parked so wonky, and it let me. I'm going to try it. I got to shoot the gap here. Except I got to fucking U-turn too. That's not going to be easy. I'm going to try it. Oh, fuck you, car. There would be a car. I hope you lose your front end. I hope it's your own damn fault. It's your own fucking damn fault. You do that with trucks, and you're the asshole, man. Pay attention to trucks. What kind of turn they've got to make, and realize whether or not you're blocking them. I live right near I-70, and there's some truck stops, and trucks are a regular part of my daily life, and you gotta be respectful to the shit they gotta deal with, man. Don't be the asshole that's blocking them. Okay, I gotta get back over again. Driving that truck, Rotan, you suck. New Mexico, you better. I don't know. I don't know where the rest of that song was gonna go. Trying to sing Grateful Dead. It's because of a train back there. When I get around a train like that, I start thinking that stupid song. Driving that train. Oh, come on. Cut that guy off because otherwise I was going to have to slow down and wait for him to pass. And Really, it just doesn't matter. This is AI traffic. I am the only traffic in this game that matters. If it was reality, absolutely, I would be doing my best to not fuck up anybody else's reality. But the fact that I'm the only one in here, I can get away with doing cheesy shit to the traffic. I recognize that. Immersion aside, I'm not actually in New Mexico here, whatever. Probably still not. Probably. I think I do have to go through New Mexico a bit for where was I going? Yeah, see, I'm staying in New Mexico, back up to Raton, and then turning at Raton. Then I have to go through fucking Oklahoma again. God, I hate that place. I should have never have bought that DLC. Or maybe I can uninstall it. Just have this black hole in the middle of my map that I can't drive through. American Truck Simulator. Oklahoma not included. Looks like I'm probably going to drive all night here. I could get some sleep, but it's going to just put me right into the middle of the day. And yeah. Oh, shooting star. Look at that. Do you see that? Wow, shooting stars. That was cool. There goes another one. Just as I was bitching about driving at night, nighttime says, hold my beer. We'll just drive along for a bit in silence. When I get off 25 and start, oh, there goes another one. Look at that, man. Wow. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? Hailstorm just did a cover of that Bad Company classic. And I love Lizzie Hale. I think they are phenomenal. She's a rocker through and through, one of the best frontmen around. You know, she's incredible. Great voice, range, all that. But she's just a little bit too powerful for the understated parts of that song. That song is not meant to be sung at the level that she sings it. It's I don't know. It's more of a sentimental kind of fucking. It's not the rocker that she made it out to be. I don't know how better to explain it. I can't play any of that for you right now because copyrights and bullshit. But look it out. Uh, Lizzie Hale or Hailstorm covering Bad Company Shooting Star, and it's a great cover. They do a great job, and it's technically proficient. And maybe live it might be good, but the way they film it there in the studio and stuff, it's she's just too powerful for the softer parts of that song. Good song though. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? And all the world will love you just as long as you are. Johnny died one night, died in his bed. Bottle of whiskey, sleeping tablets by his head. Yeah, see, that shit's mellow, and the way she's singing, it's like, Johnny died one day. I can't even do it. I can't mimic her level or even talent. I'm just not a good singer, but she just overdoes it. But I still love her. I absolutely love her. She's one of my favorites. Everything they do is incredible and just talented. She can, has stage presence, can hold a mic, hold a note. She's a legitimate top 5 frontman in rock. I should get more play actually, but she is getting the respect. I mean, Lizzie Hale, she sang for Skid Row. She replaced Sebastian Bach's role performing live for Skid Row, and uh, that recognize that's not easy to do. I mean, people may think what they want about Skid Row, but Sebastian Bach, his vocal parts were fucking off the charts, incredibly hard. That not too many people could do, and she did it quite well. Do I need gas? I could get gas right here. I probably should. I would say I'd sleep, but it's going to be morning time, 2 hours here. Probably by the time I get gas, I gotta follow this stupid box in. Nobody there, but I gotta wait for him. Was that the gas station? Which one was it? It is this one, right? It's gotta go around the back and then hit those ones on the side. I think that's how it's supposed to be done. Oh, yeah. See, like right now, I haven't slept in a while. I should be able to buy some Nodos in here. That's what this game needs is narcotics. All right, I'm gonna give you a look at the truck here while I load a little bit of pot into my pipe for the next leg of the journey. Oh, check it out, Mack truck. Mack truck in the house. Mack has some nice looking trucks too. They do. I thought about Mack when I got this Western Star. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. What did one shepherd say to the other? Look at this fucking truck. Is not look at that. Is that some bullshit or what? Planned obstruction. He would have sat there for another hour, I bet you, if I didn't. Now I've got to be fucking behind him. Map. Come on. Had camera problem there for a second. Got a little lost. I'm back. My mouse moves my camera, and I'm not always coordinated with that. Oh, this is gonna suck. That truck up there is gonna cause a problem. He has planned obstruction. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Still cool, you know, a cool thing they threw into the game there. Shooting stars, out driving at night. Get to drive along and see the remnants of an old Russian space station falling through the atmosphere. That's most likely what it is. But you never know. It could be a little chunk of a planet from, you know, 6 solar systems away that I don't know, it's kind of amazing when you think about it. We are all stardust. Wish I knew more of that song. It's a great song. We are stardust. We are blah 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 blah. And I got to get ourselves back to the blah 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 blah. I don't I don't know the words at all. Now that we're back up to 70, am I going to pull away from him or is he going to pull away from me? I'm just going to cut it off right now. Get back off. Back off. Yeah. Assert your dominance, your lane authority. I don't know why I was down to 60 there when I could be doing 70. Actually, I had to use some Jake brake and just ridiculous waste of efficiency. Fucking Oklahoma, man. I think we're still in New Mexico, but I'm starting to smell it. I can kind of smell the toxic pollution and the right wing politics. They did this right. There should be billboards up that say, you know, a boy is a boy or some stupid shit. And like, if it was really Oklahoma, it would have that shit. You'd drive into some town and there'd be some people from the Westboro Baptist Church right on the corner with their fags die signs. Just something disgusting. Oklahoma is a shithole. It is. It's all the worst shit you can think of right wing crazy is in Oklahoma. And I know there are good people there that the iHip podcasters. I've talked about them before. They're these two women, Jennifer Welch, and the other one's name's Pumps. I don't know her full name. Um, iHip, IHIP. They're on YouTube. Popular, very. Ah! I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Please. I didn't see a damage thing. I think you're fine. I think we're fine. No harm, no foul. Um, those IHIP chicks are from Oklahoma, and they are super anti-Trump and super. But they live in Oklahoma, so they talk about the the way how religious people are, and it's just I feel sorry for them. Smart ladies. Sorry you live in Oklahoma. But lately, she's been like visiting Manhattan and Mexico and shit and broadcasting from there. And I get that. It's like, yeah, I'd want to get out of Oklahoma too. I hope this car goes because I hit him. He might be like stuck in broke mode now. Nope. See, he doesn't know about that hitting. That didn't happen. I didn't get an accident thing that said, I owe $900. So we're all just gonna act like it never happened. If I knew about more about stage production or whatever, I'd sing Oklahoma, sing it like old Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan. 'Cause I think that's what he sang in the department store of When Harry Met Sally. Was from the stage play Oklahoma, which, if I'm wrong, was Tennessee Williams. It's like I know these names, but I don't. I've never actually seen a Tennessee Williams play. I know he's a famous playwright. I mean, I grew up in a trailer park in Aurora, Colorado. I don't plays. That's something rich people do. But I've seen all the movies. All the movies. I probably you couldn't name a movie right now without me being like, yeah, I saw that. And I could prove it too. I could like tell you the for some reason my mind fucking stores all that useless movie information. I know actors, I know plot lines, I remember quotes. It's Yeah, I couldn't tell you my phone number right now, but I can tell you who played in Runaway 1982 with Tom Selleck and Gene Simmons. It Oh shit! Come to a stop. We got us a train, baby. Chugga lugga choo choo. Let's get some scenery going while we're out here. Is that the car I hit back in the day? I could have hit him again. Be like, hey, remember me? Good looking truck. Good looking truck. Okay, where are we at here? Looks like we're gonna drive. There's a camera here that I could get if I go all the way around the circle. But it's Oklahoma. God, it's fucking Oklahoma. I like to hit those cameras though, even if they're in Oklahoma. It's kind of a thing I've been doing. If I have a shot at it, I try to hit them. And the way station is open, which they're gonna probably tell me to come in. Oh no, have a safe journey. Thank you, Oklahoma. They're like, we got to improve our reputation with this guy. He's talking a lot of shit in his video to his one viewer in 4 years. I'm just gonna go for it, and I'm gonna go all the way around because fuck the police. got to go right here. All right, let's enjoy Oklahoma in all its glory. Try to get some pot smoking in while it does this. Boise City, down in the Oklahoma Panhandle. It's like, here's some gross analogy, but Texas is like a bloody woman's period, just obnoxious and raging. And Oklahoma is like a tampon that keeps all that Texas from spilling over into Colorado. I know that was fucking horrible. Probably sexist. I don't know. Is talking about a tampon sexist? Oklahoma. They make a great sign. I'll give them that. Got that cursive print. It's a great sign. Get the flock out of here. Oklahoma, where civil rights go to die. Oklahoma, more church and school than ever. Oklahoma, we've got the most corrupt DA in the country. Oklahoma, our pollution will stop at our borders, guaranteed. Hey! I was gonna just fucking hit him. I don't care. Your fault. And I had a pass on this. I can just pass right on by, and I'm going to. Don't need no sinking scale. Amarillo by morning. What is this truck doing here? Go up to 65, up to 70. Getting our lane back. We're gone. We're going to get out of Oklahoma as quickly as possible. Highway 412. Bunch of even numbers. I'm going to smoke pot on the straightaway. Oh, yeah. I don't even know the name of this weed, but it's fucking dynamite. It's done me right. I shop at the Medicine Man in Denver over on Peoria Street. And they do me good, man. They do me good. I don't care about THC. I don't care about indica or sativa. The only thing I care about is the flavor and the taste. And I prefer and want skunk. I cannot stand or cannot tolerate citrus or pine. So I just tell them, give me skunk, don't give me citrus or pine. and they this one is dynamite, man. It's normally an ounce lasts me about a month. If it's garbage, it lasts me about 2 weeks. If it's good, it lasts me longer than a month. And this one, I'm going on almost 2 months now with this ounce. It's That's how good it is. I get fucking high when I smoke it. And oh shit, there's a copper right here, trying to get me, trying to, trying to get me. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. Motherfuckers got it bad 'cause I'm brown. Fuck the police state. They have the authority to kill a minority. Fuck that shit, 'cause I ain't the one for a punk motherfucker with a badge and a gun to be beaten on or thrown in jail. We can go toe to toe in the middle of a cell. Fuck with me, 'cause I'm a teenager with a little bit of dope and a pager, searching my car, looking for a product. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm selling narcotics. Sorry. I broke there for a second. It was just a little break. Little break. And I sang the dope version, not the NWA version, because there's a slight change in there. I won't tell you what it was. Just one line that's different in both versions. Dope was a kind of new age metal band or whatever that did a cover of that song. Did a really good job, if I don't say so myself, because I like I like edgy kind of hardcore rap because I like the passion in it. Whenever people are sticking their middle finger up at things, I kind of can get on board with that. Like I get it. Um, but for the most part, I'm a metalhead. I'm not a rap fan. But I did like the original version of that "Fuck the Police" from NWA, and but my version is the dope version because I like metal. I like rock and metal and guitars and the drums and that shit. So like I'm I'm more Anthrax than I am Public Enemy. In that whole thing. But I love it. I love Public Enemy and their fucking crossover with Anthrax and like I said, I appreciate anybody that is out there fighting the good fight, sticking their middle finger up at the people that are saying you can't do this and you aren't good enough or whatever. And rap is very good at expressing that. I mean, there's probably no more angry emotional song in the history of music than Tupac's "Hit 'Em Up." That is some fucking straight up when you're in that mood where you're just like fuck the world can just go fuck itself. Nothing's better than "Hit 'Em Up" by Tupac. So yeah, I love all that, but I'm a metalhead. That's the point I'm trying to make here, is just that. But I like them both. Loved Eminem when he hit the scene, bought up his shit, played it a lot. Still like him. I'm not saying loved past tense. I think he's fucking. He gets a lot of shit, for being like, he hates gay people and blah blah blah. If you listen to that dude talk, nobody loves humanity and respect and all. The dude is actually one of the best human beings you'll ever fucking meet. In every video I see him, I listen to what he's saying, listen to how he's talking, check out where he's coming from. That dude's heart is always in the right place. I don't care what anybody says. He's a good fucking person. He he raps that way satirically. He's doing satire. And America doesn't get satire. They think you're being serious, but Satire is a hyper exaggeration used as a form of criticizing. He's criticizing what he's bitching about or when when he makes a character, he's making fun of that character. He's not saying, "Hey, this character's cool, you should be like him." He's saying, "Hey, have you seen this dude out in society? This guy's a fucking nut job, isn't he?" And that's what America just doesn't get it. They think satire is being serious. They think Tony Montana from Scarface, they think he's the good guy, and they want to emulate and be like him. But this is a guy that killed his sister, killed his best friend, brother slash guy, killed every person that ever crossed him, died in a rain of bullets and cocaine. He's not the good guy. Brian De Palma was arguing that this guy's not the good guy. But millions of Americans did not get that message. They don't understand satire. Stop. Oh, what time is it? Time to drink some coffee. Got a big old cup sitting there with the lid on it so it's nice and warm. And I haven't drank since I started this video, so sorry, coffee gods. I'll try to respect you more. Thinking about that, like coffee gods versus god of coffee. And what got me thinking about it was like a night or two ago. I was thinking, the movie Lord of War with Nicolas Cage could easily have been called Warlord. I mean, Lord of War, Warlord. That's that was a conscious decision by the fucking writer. At some point, he was probably calling it Warlord, and then he's like, "Well, what's even more pretentious?" And because there's nothing really pretentious about Warlord, but there is a slight degree of pretension about Lord of War. Good movie though, Jared Leto, and again, he's the bad guy in that, man. He's an arms dealer, fucking who gets his brother killed. That that's a satire. That was a random tangent. I don't know why. Went off on the wording of it's the Lord of War versus Warlord. So we out of Oklahoma yet? I can calm down. My butthole can loosen up. I'm not. I don't think we're there yet. Probably after this scale. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Nope. They want to know. They want to know everything about me. They want to look under my skirt. They see a lady driving a pink truck and they're like, "Ooh, let's get her in here." It's fucking Oklahoma. I wouldn't put it past them. They're going to probably make me get an abortion while I'm here. Actually, no, they don't do that. They do the opposite. They're going to probably like ask me, "Are you pregnant?" I don't know. Actually, no. What they're more likely to ask me, "Are you a guy? You really a chick? What's this red truck doing here?" 'Cause- 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 ' what that was all about. I'm coming out. I want the world to know that I'm not looking. I'm gonna stay in the hammer lane because I'm kind of light, and I got some for a lady truck. I got some balls, and you ain't got nothing on me. Up traffic or road construction, which means we're down to 50 miles an hour. That's the advisory. I didn't see an official drop down. Now we're gonna have to fucking slow down for the see that the guy was speeding until he got here. Look at this. Why is he doing? What in the actual fuck? He was doing 65. He was pulling away from me. But the second it goes down to one lane, he's like, "All right, I got you." Planned obstruction, man. I hate the guy at the company whose job it is to do that. There's somebody at every one of these fucking video companies, and his whole job is to plan obstruction for the player. And that guy's gotta be like a really shitty person. You spend all day long thinking about how to make life harder for people. This is not even 45, 42. Look at all these vehicles. It's fucking Oklahoma. I sure bitch a lot. God, I bitch a lot. And you know what? There's nobody in front of him. I thought I thought he was going slow for that line of cars there, but there's nobody fucking in front of him. He's just going slow for the sake of going fucking slow. He had balls when it was fucking two lanes, but he lost them. No balls for you. Well, you know what? I got a plan for your ass. I mean, now he's doing 65. I want cars on the road and to feel like the world is alive, but I don't want them to make my game harder. I don't want this to simulate driving so much that I get road rage. Fucking asshole. This is how we do. Corvette Summer with Mark Hamill. Sometimes you got to go 75 to get shit done, you know? Down to 40 all of a sudden. Down to 30 even. It's like I can't even get my retarder down fast enough. Back up to 40. It's like, fuck all that traffic, planned obstruction. I just want to cruise here. I don't want to have to race nobody. But if you're slowing me down, you're pissing me off. And I don't even mind doing the speed limit. If it's slow, I'll go that. But don't make me go less than the speed limit. Don't make me come to a stop and then have to go again, because that shit's hard. Back up to 65. I got to pay attention more to those signs. I think I'm watching the traffic more than I'm watching the signs. Up to 70 here. Are we out of Oklahoma yet? Yes. Yes. We're in Kansas, Toto. We're about to hit a bunch of tollways, though. I think everything on the other side of Emporia, whatever, Emporia. Everything on the other side of that, all the way up to the Missouri border, is toll road. Don't get me started on toll roads. I did that in one, like, last video. It's another way capitalism is fucking you, taking something that should be your right and charging you for it. Yeah, I'm losing steam. All that bitching and ranting. It's like, oh, okay. Now I got to give my old choppers a rest. I don't have choppers. I don't have teeth. What am I saying? This truck likes doing 73 on a downhill when I'm governed at 70. It does not engage that engine brake and do a little bit of rah. I'm okay with that. 73 is a good number. Better than 70. I like that it goes up in 5 mile increments, but I wish it was like 61 to 66 to 71 to 76 instead of 60 to 65 to 70 to 75. I I want that one extra mile to make a difference whether I want to go over or under somebody. Stop, beach. Oh, it's loan installment. I heard that beep beep beep. I thought I'd hit a car or something. But nope, it's just the man taking his cut. I didn't want to take a loan out in this, but I wanted a different truck. I was driving that Peterbilt and it was nice, but I had the trailer on me and I was down in Texas and I was like, man, I'm tired of running these stupid pallet loads. So I got me this new Western Star and gave the old truck to Millie. She's out doing those stupid pallet loads. Eisenhower International Airport. Dwight D. 60, huh? That's ambitious. We'll put it up to 65 and see if we can get there. Central Business District. So when you want to do your business, you come here because it's central. Wichita. I don't have anything to say about Wichita, Kansas. Kansas is a little backwards, and they do kind of have a nasty habit of sitting at the border arresting people that leave Colorado. Just hoping that they find cars with pot in them, and they're they're really exploiting the fact that Colorado is now a legalized state, and they're not. It's kind of bullshit because that's fucking with you and your rights when you're not hurting nobody just to collect some extra fucking municipality dollars. I'm gonna stay right here in this lane because it tells me to get all the way over, but up ahead I can see it's gonna tell me to get back. It's like, which is it? You just want me to lane jockey? I'm just gonna stay right here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Highway 400. Now, just laws against smoking pot, just drug laws in general are bullshit. I mean, the arguments against them are bullshit, and the effects they have on society are bullshit. Like all this shit we got going on with the cartels down in Mexico, all that goes away if we just legalize everything. And I know you're thinking, "Whoa, man, then everybody's going to be on drugs," and the stats just don't bear that out. That it's a risk taking behavior whether it's legal or not, and certain people won't take the risk. They never will, and that is kind of one of my complaints against that. All it too is people like to say thing like they're taking an unnecessary risk and putting a burden on our healthcare systems, and I'm saying yeah, but so do people on skis. So do people that drive motorcycles. So do people that rock climb. So do people that wrestle or MMA fight. All these people end up in the fucking hospital taking their risks, but the people that shoot up heroin are the problem. I, I'm not I'm not gonna take heroin. It's just a choice I made a long time ago. But I think our reasons to get telling other people not to take it are bullshit. That they're all bullshit. That you have this life and nobody should tell you how to live it. And if you want to spend it strung out on heroin, that's your fucking choice because you didn't ask to come here. Um, just don't hurt nobody else. It's as simple as that. And don't make no law that says, well, because this heroin addict hurt somebody else, now all heroin addicts have to be fucking arrested. That's bullshit. You prosecute the crime. The crime isn't the heroin. The crime is the robbing the house or whatever else you're saying they're doing. The heroin is just something they did. It's not related to the crime. It's fucking bullshit. We're just disingenuous and fake about things, and we have hypocrisies all over the place where this is okay to do, but that's not, when they're basically the same fucking thing, and neither one of them hurts anybody else. the government should protect you from me, not you from yourself. Any law that says, is meant to protect you from yourself is an unjust law. People are going to do it anyway. And when people are going to do something anyway, you create all the fucking criminal elements that you want to get rid of. You create pimps, traffickers, cartel leaders, all that shit. You create it when you say, hey, these people are going to do this anyway, but we're going to make it illegal. Well, ta-da, you've just created criminal enterprise. Regulate it, legalize it, regulate it. I mean, make sure it's safe. Have safe places for it, but do that and watch it all go away. It's the same with like prostitution. A woman should be able to make money off her body in the same way Tom Brady makes money off of his. But we we keep them down and we keep them unsafe and hiding in the shadows, doing something that, in desperation, a lot of them have to do anyway. And all we do is create an unsafe environment where they can't go to the cops when somebody's mistreating them. They can't hire security. They can't. And then when they go before a court, their argument is less because they're this less than person, and it's fucking bullshit. Wait, am I supposed to get off here? I think I am. What am I doing getting over there? I misread that. I thought I had to just like turn right in the middle of the intersection or the interstate. Because that's how they do it. They just have a left hand turn right at the top of a bridge in the middle of the highway. Not Topeka. Oh, that truck is going to pull out in front of me. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, truck driving Jesus. Which I don't believe in. Not in the slightest. I'm sorry, but I mean, there probably was a guy named Jesus that went around. But then years after his death, his name was perverted to create this thing by authorities to keep people in control. And religion is just, it's a means of control. It's bullshit. People need to fucking wake up. Blind faith is the canvas con men paint. I don't know what happens after we die, but I know that nobody knows. And the people that are saying they know, they're trying to assuage that thing in you that is that needs comfort for the nothingness of your existence, the insignificance of yourself, and the fact that when you die, you're gone. That shit is hard to get your head around. So it's easy to fucking swallow the pill of somebody who's saying, "No, man, you're gonna live forever in heaven." I do believe in heaven and hell, but I think they are earthly constructs that are for the living, and they equate to our memory of a person. That if you've done good things in your life, you are remembered well, therefore you are in heaven. If you do horrible things in life, you are remembered poorly, and therefore you end up in hell. It's heaven and hell is just our remembrance of a person. I mean, that's the way I view heaven and hell. That there is no actual burning place down there, and there is no afterlife you're going to. But if you want to believe in heaven and hell, believe in it that way. That do good things here and you're going to heaven. Do bad things here and you're going to hell. And I don't have to turn here. I don't know why I was trying to turn here. I'm going. I'm coming out. I'm gonna cross this road. that little blue car there, I don't know what he was up to, but he wanted to take out some of my rear bumper. And even if the Bible was true, ain't nobody in America living like that. They're not. I mean, this whole America First thing is wrapped in the Bible, but they're doing none of the biblical stuff of like helping their neighbor or it's some bullshit if I've ever seen it. It's like, man, I don't believe in the Bible, but I do believe you're not following it. That's fucking obvious. Was that a horse? What is that? Oh, it's a tractor sitting in the field. I don't know why I thought a horse was standing there. I guess this game does have horses in it. I think I've seen that shit. Seen people riding them out in fields, and you know your game is legit when you have horses in fields. Oh yeah. Okay, what are we going down to? 45. We got plenty of gas. I don't need to stop here. Need to head out on that highway. Kansas City, Kansas. It's not actually Kansas. Kansas City is Missouri. I think it's time for a final cigarette on our closing lap here. Got a truck coming up on me. I want to get out there before he gets to it. Kansas City, 80 miles. We still got 259 to go. So that's right. We're going into Missouri, so we're going to drive through Kansas City. That must mean this is 70. This must be Interstate 70 then. I don't want this truck to pass me. As I've talked about multiple times in this video, if he gets out there, if I let him pass me, he's just going to get in front of me and slow me down. I'm not actually getting that lane. I don't think I have to, but just making sure nobody screws me. In reality, if you can pass me, fine. Just maintain the speed that you passed me with. Don't like pass me and then get in front of me and then slow down. That's some bullshit. I think that should be the theme of this video is just bullshit. I think I've said that a lot. But there's a lot of bullshit. You got to admit, man, life is everybody's fucking screwing somebody, and everybody's corrupt, and every system is broken, and every person at a podium is telling you shit that your eyes just don't see. It's a crazy fucking time. It's a time of bullshit. Or is it bullshit time? Here we go again. Is it time of bullshit or is it bullshit time? It's windshield wiper time. 65 through Kansas City. See, if this was really Kansas City, I'd be smelling beef markets right now. Because this side of Kansas City is a lot of cattle yards, and or at least it was like 15, 20 years ago when I went through there. I haven't been there in 20 years. Kansas City is Kansas City and Chicago are like the two central beef places in the country. That's where all the beef like goes through. Oh, 45. I'll do it. I'm doing 45. Cause I can't drive 45. 3/4 of a mile. I think I want this turn right here, don't I? Do I want this right here? I think I do. I think I do. That looks right. Okay. God, I hate fucking big interchanges like this. It is really hard to follow the lines down there. But I think I got it right. Okay, here we go again. More of that shit. I think I keep going straight. St. Joseph's, Missouri. Ex-girlfriend of mine lives there now and is married with kids. Of course, they all are by now. I'm sure that the problem in those relationships wasn't them; it was me. Not entirely true. You know, when you're a fuck up, you attract fuck ups. It's the type of person that would date me back then when I was dating is a fucked up person because I'm a fucked up person. You know, it's not in my integrity and my honorability and my respectability and all the things that you think make a good person. I have all that. What I don't have is like effectuality. I have mental health issues that limit my ability to be a good provider, and also, mental health issues that limit my ability to value myself enough to think that I'm worthy of the love they're giving, and I do self sabotage things in relationships where, she's going to end it with me, so I might as well fucking just look forward to that and talk about that in every conversation we have. But that's because, I talked about it earlier. My born with the cerebral palsy didn't just have physical effects of making my eye weird or whatever. I've got what they call borderline personality disorder, which, if you look on that, it's all the things, of not being able to maintain social relationships, not being able to keep jobs, extreme high emotions and extreme low emotions beyond what rational people, experience. Those kind of things, that what in the fuck are you slowing down for? Guy's an asshole. Luckily, I had to get off right here. I'd give him an old pit maneuver. It only cost me 800 bucks. I think that's what I pay per accident. So everybody gets one. I'm coming out here. Still 116 miles away. Slowpoke Rodriguez. Who's gonna win here? Is he driving a Western Star too? I'm a Western Star. I don't think he is. I think I'm gonna back him off though. Back off, buddy. Ha 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 ha. You can come to a stop. I'm gonna take your spot. The Grand River. Isn't it grand? See, it's grand. You can always pause the video and look at it in all its excellence. I don't do a whole lot of that sightseeing. Obviously, what I see out my windshield is what I see for the most part in these trips. Because I'm a highway star. This was a long trip. This is going to be a long video. But that's okay. I got lots of bitching in. It's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. Everything is fucked and everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify just ripping someone's head off. You got no human contact. And if you wait to act, your life is on contract. So your best bet is really just to stay away. It was just one of them days. That was cool. Train going over. This is kind of nice right here. There's nobody pushing me, nobody racing up alongside me, not really gaining on anybody. I like it when I'm out on the highway because I live out east of Denver, so a lot of my driving is into Denver, and there's some highway time there on I-70, and it's just really nice when there's nobody in front of you and nobody behind you, and you can just cruise along at 77 on the cruise control, and But it depends on the time because if I'm coming into Denver at like 8 o'clock in the morning, that's rush hour, and there's a lot of people that live out here that commute into Denver, and the highway it fills up and becomes kind of an asshole time. And Kirksville, Macon, people don't know it. That's all one word. It just didn't fit on the sign, so they had to put the second half on the second line. That's not true. Kirksville and Macon are probably two separate things, but whatever they are, they're up this off ramp. Oh, great. Oh, he's turning the other way. Good. Eventually. What are you waiting for, brah? Me to come to a complete stop? I hate that word, brah. I mean, it was cool and funny when Sean Penn was doing it, as Spicoli, but it just anytime the culture takes something and turns it into like just doofus hipster slang, I that's the best way I could describe that. That I hate, and I'm also fascinated by um, like sheep mentality. The how sometimes things can become hugely popular just because their original popularity provoked that fear of missing out kind of thing where everybody had to check it out because it had some popularity. I there are artists out there that are totally um which way do I want to go here? Up the off ramp? Is that what I want to do? I think I do. There are artists out there that are making their all their money. I just Taylor Swift is too big to fail. She's too big to market herself that she doesn't have to like announce to a local radio station when she's coming into town. That radio station knows it and they're trying to talk to her, and it, you don't know any of the cheeseball art. I mean, not cheeseball, but the unknown artists, the countless ones that are coming through your town. But you'll hear nothing but Taylor Swift the entire weekend she's in your town, and that's because she has reached a critical mass with her marketing that now she no longer has to market herself; it handles it itself, and that's that's playing on that it must be cool because so many people like it. I must like it, or there's something wrong with me. I mean, people aren't like consciously thinking that, but there is a mechanism in them that does that. That like judges there must be something wrong with me if I don't like that, so I'm going to like that. You make a conscious choice and then you do. You end up liking it. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But it's not genuine. There's nothing grassroots about it. It was all manufactured through incredible publicity and marketing. That goes back to the use of words like bra, that people like feel like they're missing out if they're not saying that word or some shit. It's okay. I got to do this. I got to do this. I'm gonna do it. Come on, people! Now, why'd you come to a complete stop? I did not do that. We're in Kirksville, Missouri, and we'll take a look at Kirksville. Looks like a little war memorial with a miniature Lincoln Memorial. Well, while we still call it the Lincoln Memorial, because I'm sure they'll want to call it the Trump Memorial while he's still alive. Fucking assholes. It's like nothing in history existed before him, and he's wiping out every historical reference to anybody else and replacing it with him. The whole reason we're fucking at issue with Iran right now is because he wiped out the Iran missile deal that we had going that Obama did. And because Obama did it, oh, that's bad. We got to stop it. Well, now he's like threatening war with them if they don't sign a similar fucking deal with him. He's basically trying to reinstate the deal that Obama had, put it under his name after he canceled it, and he's threatening war if they don't do it. It it's fucking crazy. And I don't know why they would sign to anything right now because it's like a lot of good that does. We sign it now, and what's to stop you next week from deciding you want something different, tearing this one up, and then forcing that new one on us? Because that's what you did. You did it once. That's the problem with Trump diplomacy, man. It's say what you want, but for the most part, throughout history, presidents honored the deals other presidents made. If we had a treaty signed with somebody, new presidents coming in weren't like, hey, I didn't like the guy that signed that, so we're going to get rid of that. They honored it and they built on it, or maybe they changed it to better suit the whatever, but they didn't outright just piss on everything diplomatic that happened before their administration started. It it's fucking crazy. Okay, I have to go out here in the fucking field because this truck is right there. That's how you do that. Pro. If I had a longer trailer, I might have died. I didn't think I was gonna have anything to talk about, but man, the way my jaw feels, I've been nonstop flapping them gums. Hey, I give new meaning to the word flapping gums. Want to go over here, get this lined up, go a little bit past it, and then start turning. Good enough. Cause she's good enough too. It's Van Halen. All right, we got some skills. I'm just gonna put the skills in and call it a video. I think. I'm gonna start upping these more. I think before I start taking these weird loads. Um, I'm gonna kind of maximize my shit here. I get a lot of these high value cargoes, so we'll do that. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. I think it got kind of long, got really ranty. Um, watch out for them fascists out there. Stay away from the ice and protect the midterms at all costs. Hate that. Hate that mem that people are saying we got to protect this at all costs, but we really do got to watch the elections because these midterms. That's going to be everything. We'll get into that in another video, I already have. But fuck it, I've got this graphic up. It's time to go. Bye.